Good morning everyone, Skye here with Design to Sell, and as you can see I am standing in our warehouse where we are currently planning a brand new office that I'm going to move into but make it dual functioning because we're also going to incorporate a conference room in here as well. So because this is the last office that I'm probably going to move into here, I want to make sure that I am thinking about absolutely everything. I know it's going to be my last one, and I want to make sure that it's exactly the way that I'm going to love it for many years to come. So with that being said, I am going to keep it a little bit timeless, but of course I do love color, and I'm going to find ways through artwork, through greenery, things like that to incorporate, to bring in that sense of life. But for the basic and general concept, I'm going to walk you through what I got here. So we always start off by just drawing the space to scale. I've drawn this to a 1/4 inch scale here and kind of planned out my space. After I get my space planned out, I always come up with the finishing touches. Like, okay, now that I know how the room's laying out, how do I actually want this space to feel? What's it gonna look like? And let's get a good idea of, how it's gonna function. So I did draw up a plan for some cabinets here on the back wall, which you can see behind me. That used to be our fireplace wall, also known as our podcast wall. And so we were starting the demolition. We framed up the floor here, and I wanted to raise it off the concrete. For one, the concrete's just cold, and in this old building, it's really uneven. So building it up will keep it a little bit warmer, but also build it up a little bit closer to our finished floor height in our showroom as well, so you have less stairs. So for the finishing touches, I personally absolutely love wood floors, and so it's important for me to incorporate wood floors into this new office space. I love the light, bright, airy feel of the wood floors because A, they show less, and B, I just think that it makes the space feel brighter. So I've selected this beautiful hand-scraped, actually kind of a textured wood floor that I'm going to throw throughout the entire office. And then the desk is going to be kind of shaped like I showed you guys in this picture. I've got an island desk here, which I'm super excited about. I plan on waterfalling the edges of both sides of this desk and then have a perimeter row of cabinets back behind. So the island will actually be a color like very similar to this with a little bit more gray. And then on that island, I'm going to place a white countertop. So as you can see how this is gonna look so far with that wood floor. Again, the cabinet's gonna be a little bit more gray. And then the perimeter cabinets, I am gonna keep white. So if I got this white perimeter cabinet sample here, there's this really gorgeous, almost honed finished quartz that's kind of a black. That's going to be on that back perimeter. So if you take a look at this little rendering mood board that we make, it'll give you a really good idea of how that's actually going to look with that back perimeter. As you can see in that picture, we've got some floating shelves that'll also pull out the color of the island. And then this gorgeous Carrara marble 3x6 subway tile backsplash. Here at Design to Sell, we're always big into lighting and how that's going to affect your whole mood and the ambiance of a space. It's just such a huge accent feature to incorporate into that space. So I have some really fun driftwood chandeliers that are going to be hanging over top of the desk area. We did find these at market. Here's another little close-up of them. I think they're super unique. They add great texture. They're 24 inches in diameter. And because the ceilings in here are going to be over 12 feet, I need something that's very much to scale. So going bigger is going to be more impactful in that area. Because my ceilings are so tall and the sidewalls are going to be so tall, I really want to add this gorgeous white wainscoting. I'm thinking I'm probably going to round that up about 9 feet or so, and then do some painted walls above that. Now, because I have the drop-down driftwood lights above the island, I want to do a completely different light above this dining room table, which will also be used as our conference table in this room. As you can see, this is a really cool kind of multi-Sputnik type light with the glass fixtures, and that is also going to be a major accent piece in this room as well. Moving back to the overall bird's eye view of this space, you can see I have a little notch out here, and I plan on doing an electric fireplace. It gets a little chilly in here in the winter. This is definitely an older building, but I also want to use it for function as far as staying warm and ambiance because, again, it's my last office. We're interior designers. We want it to be cool. So I picked out this really awesome neutral stone. It's got some great texture. This is going to add some amazing dimension into this space as well. And then I'm going to stick a gorgeous electric fireplace inside there that's going to jot into the room, mount a TV above it, and guess what? When my kids come here next year to ride the bus, they'll have some cartoons to watch in the morning before they head to school. So now that we've raised the floor, we've started the whole process, you can see the demolition and the new construction has begun here for this office. Stay tuned and follow us on our journey as we gather all of our contractors into this space and make it a reality. Follow us at Design to Sell to watch the process.